What's going on, guys? So welcome back to another review. Today I'm super excited to bring to you Sentinel's Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse Peter B. Parker. And it's a figure I've been waiting for a really long time, so I'm glad it finally got here to get my mitts on it. So let's take them out of this package and get a look at them. Let's comment on how pretty of a box this is. They did a great job with the packaging. It's nice and shiny, great finish. Cool pictures of it in different poses. The back image there doesn't make sense because the buildings are upside down too, so it's just kind of a right side up image flipped upside down, or else also his coffee would be falling out of the mug. You see that? His coffee would fall out and the buildings are upside down, so just flip that up and he's normally sitting down. But anyway, without any further ado, let's rip him out of the box. Or actually, let's not rip this box. Let's be careful and take them out this box, and then we'll get a better look at them. Okay, guys, so here we have it out the package, and this is everything it brings. They gave us a regular Peter Parker head. We got two Peter B. Parker heads. We have the different stomach that's more in shape with a more in shape waist. So they also gave us the Spider-Man wide eye expressions, and then like the more neutral face, bunch of different hands, some hands with webs on them, some bare hands. Then here's a coffee mug. They gave us a stand and then some cool web effects. So yeah, this looks really cool. Can't wait to check it out. I also brought these instructions, so I'm gonna make sure to read through this so I don't break anything. Okay, guys, so here's the figure out the box, and first impressions are really good. It looks great. I did already notice that it is a little bit difficult to stand the figure. I actually was able to make him stand, but when I would flip the turntable on, he would fall over every time, so I thought it'd be easier to just use the stand. But aside from that, the figure looks great. The detailing in the blue, it has like a little pattern. It's not just a flat blue, and even in the red, it has texture to it, and it has a nice wash to it, so you can see the web lines. Just, they did a great job. It has a nice matte finish, so it's not shiny. You know, it looks like a premium figure for sure. Now, is it worth the $130 price point? We're going to find out. So far, it's not bad, and it's looking good, so let's check them out. So, to whoever approved this hand, thank you very much. This is an awesome accessory to have. You know, we always wanted to give a big middle finger to our haters, so it's nice to be able to do it in action figure form. All kidding aside, obviously this is to fix his glasses, but it's a very suggestive way to fix your glasses. Okay, so I just want to take a quick look at the Peter B. Parker body real fast. So let's see here. As you can see, this is supposed to be the fat body. So he's not that fat, you know. He's just got a tiny bit of a gut. And it's not super noticeable. It almost looks normal. Okay, so I think I can really notice the difference now. Side by side, this is the one that it came with here. And then this is the one I'm going to swap it to. And you could definitely see that it's more like tapered. The body has more form, while the other one is a bit more roundish. So yeah, I can tell the difference. Let's also take a look at the waists, and those are a little bit different as well. As you can see, the one on the left is the one it came with, and it's just a slightly bit bigger, just a tiny bit bigger and more like bulbous in the front here. Okay, yes, you can definitely tell a difference. He has the washboard abs, and he's just looking more ripped and ready to jump into action. So I think this is going to be the body I end up displaying it with. Probably not the face. I don't like the Peter Parker head, to be honest. He just appears for a short amount of time, so I wish we could have got like a half draped regular Peter B. Parker head, like with the mask half off. Something like that instead of this Peter Parker head. But I like that they included the thinner body so that if you're just trying to get a cool Spider-Man figure, you can just have a cool in-shape Spider-Man and you don't have to have the little gut, you know? So before we move on to articulation, I wanted to take some time and look at the web effects it brings. These here are the web shooters, the ones that are already attached to the hands. And I like them because they're just easy to put on. You don't have to worry about the angle. You just take off the hand and put on the new ones and they're ready to go. So that's convenient and it looks really good. Good job. And these web effects are amazing. I really, really like the way they look. It reminds me of like in Spider-Man 2, I think it's when he's fighting Dr. Octopus and then the train is about to go off the rails and stuff like that. So then he's using the webs to kind of like slow down the train and he kind of like holds it up from being derailed. So looks dope. Also, I think it happens with the newer Spider-Man 2 with the boat. I think he holds the boat together with something similar like this. So really cool effect to have. So last but not least, this is a web swinging accessory it brings. It actually brings two of these, but I couldn't really find a pose where it worked right with both of them. So I just made it work with this. I think it looks good. They did a good job with all the accessories. The only ones we haven't taken a look at yet are the glasses. And we're about to do that in a second. But I'm not too excited about those. Like I said, with the Peter Parker head, I could do without the glasses and without the Peter Parker head. We could have just take away that and give me the half-mast head and maybe a slice of pizza. Boom, that would have been perfect. Other than that, yeah, the accessories are great. There could have been more. I know that the Mayfix brings the clothes, and then I think it does bring a slice of pizza and the coffee mug as well. I'm not exactly sure, but I think it brings more, and it might be cheaper. But I like the look of this one a lot better. So that's why I ended up going with this one. The proportions of the figure are really, really good. And I'm using it more as the Spider-Man figure. So I picked this one for that reason. But if you want your Peter B. Parker to be wearing his clothes, then probably go with the Mayfix. But if you want the Spider-Man more and you're not going to really display the Peter B. Parker clothes or the shoes and stuff, then this is the better option for my taste. Okay, so here are the glasses and the final Peter B. Parker head. And it does look good. I like it. It doesn't have any frames in the glasses. So that's kind of fine though, because then the reflection would throw it off. They look good. Just, I'm not that interested. I'm not going to be displaying it with this. They're too small and delicate. I don't want to worry about losing them. So I'm not even going to put them on. I'm just going to leave them in the box. And when I do put a Peter B. Parker head, he's not going to be with the glasses. They look good though. Look at that. They look nice. So this is the gargoyle base that cost an extra $50. I thought I would show you. I seen it in a couple reviews and it does look cool. It's wall mountable and it's finely detailed. It looks great, but you know, I don't know if it's worth $50. So I definitely went without it. And I think I'm going to do fine because I don't know where I would put it anyway. It did remind me, though, that it also brought a newspaper. So the newspaper is on the page next to it. You have to cut it out, actually. So I'm going to cut that out so that I have it as a prop. I know some people don't want to cut it out and ruin their stuff, but I don't care. It's just a piece of paper. So I'll cut this up and have it ready for some pictures for the end of the review. Okay, so let's move on to articulation, and that's where this figure really shines. So the head can look back this much, can look down this much. You also get a great neck swivel and tilt. We got a nice deep crunch on the chest here. Super nice deep crunch. And the swivel, the waist also has a really deep crunch. Nice swivel too. Just you can get so much range by combining both of them. It's really, really good. The arm can go around this much. It can go up about that much. You could do it more if you manipulate it or position it in certain ways. The bicep swivel is here. We've got a double joint at the elbow. We've got a hinge and a swivel at the wrist, which the hinge is very deep. I love the range it gives you, but it's very noticeable. The ball peg here, it's very noticeable, but that's fine. Let's see, the legs do kick up this much. They have a double bend. That's very nice. They kick back very far as well. He can kick himself in the butt, so that's very good. And then we do have a rocker at the foot, which works well. It's just that the foot is so thin and skinny that it's kind of hard to get him to stand in dynamic poses on his own. So I wish it was a little wider. But other than that, the articulation on this thing really does shine, and you can put him in some crazy poses, as you will be seeing later in pictures and stuff. But they really killed it in articulation. That's what we're paying for, and the look of it. Aesthetically, also really, really good job. So for size comparisons, here we have him next to the Marvel Legends Retro Spider-Man. And here he is next to Raphael from the Turtles in Disguise and Gwen Stacy or Mary Jane from the Retro Spider-Man card wave. Also, in case you haven't noticed yet, he is wearing the Turtles in Disguise clothing, which if you don't have the Mayfix with the soft goods, it's not perfect, but I think it looks all right, you know? And here he is next to Marvel Legends Wolverine and Marvel Legends Venom, animated series one. Okay guys, so final thoughts on this figure is I love it. I think they did a great job nailing the stylized look of the movie. Maybe slightly edging Mayfix out, because I've seen a couple of side-by-sides and the proportions are maybe just a bit better on this one. Now, the price point being as high as it is, it's a bit disappointing that it was so hard to get to stand, which, as you can see, I finally did that. But earlier, I couldn't get it to stand at all. It just kept falling over. As soon as I would turn on the turntable, it would fall over. So I'm glad that I was able to do that. And also, I wish it had butterfly joints. I know I've said that a few times already, but that's the one thing that kind of... when I'm lifting the arm up, it kind of bugs me a tiny bit, and it stops it from being a perfect figure in my eye. So it gives it maybe about a 9 instead of a 10 because of that. All right, guys, so that's it for the review. Thank you for watching. Leave a like, comment, all of that stuff. Subscribe if you like. I'm going to have a lot more toy reviews coming up. Yeah, let me know what you guys thought about the figure. Did you guys pick it up? Did you guys skip on this? Did you guys get the Mayfix instead? Or are you guys more of a Marvel Legends fan? Let me know. Thanks for watching. Take care. Peace.